They say the sun shone now and again, but generally it was cloudy with far too much rain. They say babies were born, married couples made love, often with each other, and people died, sometimes violently. They say it was an average, ordinary, moderate, run-of-the-mill common or garden summer. But it wasn't. For I locked a yellow door. I threw away the key. I spent a summer with Monika. And Monika spent summer with me. Unlike everybody else, we made friends with the weather. Most days the sun called and sprawled all over the place, or the wind blew in as breezily as ever and ran its fingers through our hair. But usually it was the moon that kept us company. Some days we thought about the seaside and built sandcastles on the blankets and paddled in the pillows, or swam in the sink with the shoals of dishes. Other days we went for long walks around the table or picnicked on the banks of the settee, or just sunbathed lazily until the shillings set on the horizon. We danced a lot that summer. Bossa nova'd by the bookcase, or medicined instead. Hully-gullied round the oven, or twisted round the bed. At first, we kept birds in a transistor box to sing for us. But sadly, they died. We being too embraced in each other to feed them. But it didn't really matter, because we made love songs with our bodies. I became the words, and she put me to music. They say it was just like any other summer, but it wasn't. For we had love and each other, and the moon for company, when I spent summer with Monika, and Monika spent summer with me. milk bottles standing in the hall, 10 milk bottles up against the wall. Next door neighbor thinks we're dead, hasn't heard a sound he said, doesn't know we've been in bed the 10 whole days since we were wed. No one knows and no one sees we lovers doing as we please, but people stop and point at these 10 milk bottles are turning into cheese. 10 milk bottles standing day and night, 10 different thicknesses and different shades of white. Persistent carol singers without a note to utter. Silent carol singers are turning into butter. Now she's run out of passion, and there's not much left in me, so maybe we'll get up and make a cup of tea. Then they will stop wondering what they are waiting for. Those 10 milk bottles are queuing at our door. Those 10 milk bottles are queuing at our door. Saturday morning, time for stretching and yawning. The languid, heavy-lidded love-making. The smile. The kiss. The who do you love? And then the weekly confidence trick. You're saying, it's my turn to make the tea. And the my getting out of bed and making it. Our love will be an epic film with dancing songs and laughter, the kind in which the lovers meet and live happily ever after. Our love will be a famous play with lots of bedroom scenes. You are 22, you are Monika, and only we know what that means. When the moon is waiting for the first bus home, and the birds assemble for morning prayers in the tick-tock blanketness of our Dunlop pillow love, you open your secret door, and I tiptoe in quietly, for fear of waking the alarm clock. You give me the I sigh, and feign disinterest. You pretend to cry, and put me to the test. A cunning little ruse, I think. Ha ha! You wink. And far be it for me to refuse. How you love it when you're being teased. The eye that weeps most when best pleased. Take a hold of my mind and gently but firmly push it between your thighs. And in that warm numbness let it remain, whilst you go about the house doing your sweet everyday things. This time let there be no goodbyes. Let's still be friends. Parting is such sickly sweet sorrow. Let us hold hands and think not of tomorrow, but of our daily selves. For there is love here, such love as makes unhappiness appear to have mislaid our address. I have lately learned to swim, and now feel more at home in the air-band flow of your slim, rhythmic tide than in the fully dressed, couldn't care less, restless world outside. Monika, I love you more than all my red leather waistcoats, and I will never give you away to the nasty man who lives at the end of the road. If I were a park keeper, I would stroll across the summer lawns of your mind, and with a pointed stick collect all the memories which lie around like empty cigarette packets. And in a distant corner, where you could not see, I would burn them in the shade of your love for me. You squeeze my hand and you cry a little. You cannot comprehend the raggle-taggle of living, and think it unfair that death should be the only one who knows what he is doing. afraid of the big bad dark that loiters in our room. The night it prowls about the yard, the wind howls in distress. A peeping Tom moon waits at the window for the table to undress. It will soon be tomorrow, there is nothing left to fear. You whisper, never leave me, and then put your tongue in my ear. Sometimes at dawn you awake, a naked creep across our orange room, and drawing aside our pretty yellow curtains, gaze at the neat-roofed horizon of our little town, waiting for the sun, screaming with dull pain to rise like a spark out of a crematorium chimney. Then you pitter-pad back to bed, your head aflame with fierce. You lie in my arms and you lie. I'm happy here, so happy here. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, knock, don't open it. It can only be the enemy. It's got to be done right away. Monika, don't argue. Do as I say. I've put out the milkman and wound up the maid. It's well after midnight, so don't be afraid. Yes, leave the light on. There is so much to see. Now, Monika, fetch the razor blade and lie next to me. You are so very beautiful. I cannot help admiring your eyes, so often sadnessful, and lips so kiss-inspiring. I think about my being in love, and I touch the flesh that you wear so well. I think about my being in love, and I wish you were as well. as well. I wish you were as well. I often have the feeling when tidying the flat that you're not thinking of shoes, newspapers, and trivia like that, but of a skull-white building where all the inmates talk poetry to scrambled eggs and whistle at operating table legs. A home for incurable romantics. A place to end my days. You will surely have me committed. I must rise and mend my ways. Away from you, I feel a great emptiness. A gnawing loneliness. With you, I get that reassuring feeling of wanting to escape. You don't say anything, but your eyes tell me that my standing naked to seduce the moon, and my crying because she walked right past, is sadly symptomatic of a fatal attack of push your icy fingers into my brain. It's so hot and lonely here. When the had to happen time came, and you quit our had been happy bed, you pulled the blankets over my head and left me on my sad and lonely own. And now I listen darkly to the memory of your smell, and wonder when the sun will melt the storm. Our love is like a kitten in a well, the death of something young and softly warm. The death of something of uncertain form. Last Sunday morning, when holy pictures fluttered on dusty church floors, when dockers snored and mams went heavy on the gravy browning, you got out of bed and, picking up a hatchet whose name was I love you, but we can't go on like this. You murdered me brutally Then with my tears still singing on your hands, you went to your mother's for telly and a lie down. You are a woman of many faces, but the one that suits you best, I fear, is the one you wear when I'm not here. For when you wear your marriage face, boredom lounges around the place. You should never have said that! Now your smiles are white elephants, and your face a photograph to come across some slow brown Sunday. You should never have said that. Your tongue is a mother without pity. Now love is gone and anonymous, like the death of a bird in the city. We endure cold days and nights out on the moors, though we don't like the countryside at all. But by spending all our time out of doors, we don't have to see the writing on the wall. Monika, 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 your soup's getting cold. It's cream of chicken too. Why are you looking at me like that? Why have your lips turned blue? We simply can't go on like this, fighting tooth and nail. Why are you looking at me like that, Monika? Why has your face grown pale? You're enough to drive a man insane! Go completely off his head. Why are you looking at me like that? Why has your dress turned red? The only thing I'm sorry about is that we came to blows. Why are you looking at me like that? Have I got crumbs on my nose? All right. I'm sorry that I hit you so hard. But next time, do as you're told. Why are you looking at me like that? Monika, your soup's getting cold. Your finger, sadly, has a familiar ring about it. Where have all the sunshine breakfasts gone? Orange juice and bacon, the morning kiss and toothpaste smile you seem to have forsaken. Now it's greasy grimaces, eggs fried, stormy side up, burnt threats and curdled anger, tears in a dirty cup. You have gone, you say forever, and I hear nothing but the clatter of old leaves on stone floors. The sky has nothing to say. The scaffoldings are full of dead birds, the moon has passed away, and the wind has tears in its eyes. Now even the policemen have gone home, and scattered like memories, old and worn, the litter will inherit the dawn. Sitting alone with my bottle of sauce, knock knock, who's there? No one, of course. Once upon a love we spent our nights blowing kisses across the pillow. Now we spend them throwing plates across the kitchen. Don't think I'm moaning or trying to protest, but do you really need another new dress? Why not just smile? It's cheaper and twice as pretty. And when death comes in with his zip undone, you will give in like you've always done. Last night was your night out, and just before you went, you put your scowls in a tumbler half filled with Sterident, so that they'd keep nice and fresh for me. Said I trusted you. I spoke too soon. Heard of your affair with the man in the moon. You say it's all over. Then if you're right, why does he call at the house every night? I have a war on my hands. Each night I lie awake and snipe at the terrorists who run naked through the steaming jungles of your dreams. I am on your side, but you don't care. You are asleep and unaware of my futile heroics. My fear is that one night I might fall asleep and you will be captured. My sorrow is that you probably wouldn't mind. Why else keep a white flag under the pillow? Once I paid the piper and called the tune, but one afternoon, returning home earlier than usual, I found you in bed with the piper. You called the last waltz, and now I sadly dance out of your life. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I wanted my castle in the air, but it vanished without a trace. I wanted my pie in the sky, but you gave it me in the face. Monika, who's been eating my porridge while I've been away? The Quaker oats are nearly gone. What have you got to say? Someone's been at the whiskey, taken the Jaguar keys, and Monika, another thing, whose trousers are these? I love and trust you, darling. I can't believe you'd flirt, but there's a strange man under the table wearing only a shirt. There's someone in the bathroom. There's someone behind the door. The house is full of naked men. Monika, don't you love me anymore? Monika, the tea things are taking over. The cups are as big as bubble cars, they throttle round the room. Tin openers skate on greasy plates by the light of the silvery moon. The biscuits are having a party. They're necking in our bread bin. And that's jazz you hear from the salt cellars, but they don't let non-members in. The egg spoons ate eggs for breakfast. The sauce bottles asleep in our bed. I overheard the knives and forks. It won't be long, they said. It won't be long, they said. It won't be long, they said. It all started yesterday evening, as I was helping the potatoes off with their jackets. I heard you making a date with the kettle. I distinctly heard you making a date with the kettle. My kettle. Then at midnight, in the half-light, while I was polishing the blue speckles off an infamous soap powder, I saw you fondling the frying pan. I distinctly saw you fondling the frying pan. My frying pan? Finally, at mid-dawn, in the half-light, while waiting in the cool shadows beneath the sink, I saw you making love with the gas cooker. I distinctly saw you making love with the gas cooker. My gas cooker? My mistake was to leap upon you crying, "Monika, think of the saucers!" For now I am alone, you having left me for someone with a bigger kitchen. In October, when winter, the lodger, the sod, came a-knocking at our door, I set in a store of biscuits and whiskey. You filled the hot water bottle with tears, and we went to bed until spring. In April we arose, warm and smelling of morning. We kissed the sleep from each other's eyes and went out into the world. And now summer's here again, regular as the rentman. But our lives are now more ordered, more arranged. The kissing, carefree, wild times have changed. We no longer stroll along the beaches of the bed, or snuggle in the long grass of the carpets. The room no longer a world for make-believing in, but a ceiling and 4 walls that are for living in. We no longer eat our dinner holding hands or neck in the back stalls of the television. The room no longer a place for hide and seeking in, but a container that we use for eating and sleeping in. Our love has become as comfortable as the jeans you lounge about in, as my old green coat, as necessary as the change you get from the milkman for a £5 note. Our love has become as nice as a cup of tea in bed as simple as something the baby said. Monika, the sky is blue, the leaves are green, the birds are singing, the bells are ringing for me and my girl. The sun's as big as an ice cream factory, and the corn is as high as an elephant's. I could go on forever about the wonderful weather we are having. But Monika, they don't make summers like they used to.